What's up, everybody? This is Mike at Countertop Kings. I'm gonna make a little video today to kind of show you how we cut on the saw. It's very rare I get to cut back here, but we're a little behind on a job and it's Saturday, and I'm gonna try to get this job cut so we can fab it. It's supposed to go out Monday. We'll see what happens though. So first thing I do, and I've tried to train the people to do this, but for some reason they can't seem to figure it out, is I use the laser to line up my templates. That way I don't have to make a bunch of different cuts. And you never want to cut directly on that main edge. I mean, you can get away with it if you got backsplash or something, but definitely on tile you want to stay away from that edge, because usually it's messed up, it's not perfect. But I got my laser lined up there so you can see I'm going to be able to have a straight cut here when I go to cut, and I'm not going to have to move my blade multiple times. So the way we do it here, the way I've trained people to do it, is we leave the templates on the slab. To me, you get a lot more accurate cut than if you just mark it with a grease pencil and move your templates. Now, that's a little different back when we used 1/8" Luan for templates. I mean, you could still do it, but they didn't hold up the water as well as this sign material does. So you just tape it, you know, so it doesn't move. This quartz has got a plastic covering on it, so it's not going to hurt it. You see the plastic covering there. So we're going to just tape these, try to make sure they don't move around on us. If you see it moves a little bit, just adjust it. And I try to get my templates or my cuts as close as I can on my templates. Sometimes I might get off just a hair, but you can take care of that in the fabrication if you need to. Sammy usually cuts on the saw. Y'all have seen Sammy in my videos, but it's Saturday and we try to watch overtime, and Sammy's awesome on the saw. He's great accuracy. I'm a bit faster than him, so sometimes I can get us caught up if we run behind, but you know, it's just different styles of cutting. I don't have the patience to just, I don't know, to just go super slow. I don't have it. And lining it up with the laser and stuff will also, you know, save you some time. So now I've got these kind of taped down, so I gotta get my laser and line up my other pieces. I like this blue tape better than the other tape. We will use the regular masking tape sometimes on the slabs because we don't have to worry about pulling paint off of it. Blue tape's pretty friggin' expensive compared to the masking tape, but I don't know, I've got used to using it. So we're gonna roll this down, basically using the laser. So I don't want to have to adjust my table, okay? So I'm going to bring this laser down here so that I'm set up. You know, you want to have to adjust your table and your saw the minimum amount possible, and that's going to save you time. I think that's what a lot of people don't understand when it comes to the time thing. So, and it'd be nice if I could get this lined up right here, but sometimes that's hard to get those. And I know there's a lot of you out there that have CNCs and water jets and things like that, and God knows I wish I had one and knew how to operate it and all that, but I can't afford no CNC machine right now. And I don't even know if I'd want one. I would have to be educated on them, see how they operate, you know. I really like being hands-on, and I know there's a place for CNCs, you know. technology grows and it makes things better. But you got to know how to use that thing. You got to have somebody to operate it, and you got to have the money up front to buy it. So I love this Park Industries saw here. I absolutely love it. I would like to eventually get me another saw. I would like to get one that's very easy to set up on the miter, and I just leave it set up on the miter, and then we could kind of, you know, work a little harder to sell waterfall edge jobs and things like that. But right now it's really hard for us because we have to, you know, adjust the whole table and then put it back together. So this top here, it looks like it's curved to me, and I run into that sometimes on my templates. So I'm gonna lay this out, but I'm gonna cut it freaking straight because I don't think it's supposed to have that big old curve in it like that, but we'll see. Sometimes this material, this template material like this, it will get curvy, and I just know that freaking area that it goes on is not freaking curvy like that. I mean, it's got a hell of a curve in it. So this one here is a little different, guys, but we know I need 6.5 inches by 89, so I'm gonna make sure I have that, but I'm not gonna cut it all crooked because pretty sure that's just that template bowed. I'll have to talk to my template person over that one. All right, so I got those laid out, and I think I got them laid out to where cut it about as fast as I can. I'm gonna start down here. Tighten this saw down, start my blade, turn this on, and I got it marked. You don't want to go over 20 amps when you're pulling it. So go toward myself, turn it on. We're gonna start the cut here. And you can hear it start to cut. You can see this here. I'll turn it up and I run it right where it's on to 20 amps. So like I said, I don't like to just wait. All right, guys, I'm gonna start doing some of my side cuts now. I've turned my table, put my brake on. I've got it lined up here. Got my 6.5, 6 7/8 inch piece, or not 6 7/8, 6 7/16 inch piece lined up down there as well. So we're gonna start cutting. Turn my blade back on. And if you got a guy who runs the saw every day, he's going to be a lot better and know which way on the line the saw cuts and all that. If you got somebody that cuts on it every 3 months, you know, going to not know all the ins and outs of the saw, which is kind of where I'm at. But I've used it before, but it's been a while. But we'll make it work. We always do. Turn it down, away, run it back. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna run it on down and cut my my 6 7/8 or 7/16 inch piece off and get it out of the way. That way I can make the rest of my diagonal cuts. I don't want to lift my saw up and have to go over that every daggone time. So we're gonna run it down. This is the only thing different about this saw than other saws I've used. The other saws I've used, this has a motor that runs it up and down. When I first got the saw, I was like, what the hell? And I was like, son of a bitch, I shouldn't have got this thing because it's got this freaking manual thing here. But I'll be honest, I actually have grown to like it a lot. I'm gonna cut a little big of my 89 mark. That way, you know, I have a little extra to play with. Make sure it's not gonna fall off. And as you can see, I've separated a little bit from this because I'm gonna wanna save that. Sell it as a remnant. Turn my water back on. Turn it all the way down to 0 toward. Sometimes you forget and you have it turned up and it'll jump on you. So this I will cut kind of slow. I'm just gonna watch it. Now I did cut into that one a little bit, but it's just minimum. So, you know, it's not really gonna cost me a whole bunch of material. And I'm gonna run this all the way back up here. And I'm just gonna go ahead and carry this one here back up front so that she's out of my way. I heard it pop there because it didn't go all the way down. In order to make it went all the way through it, I had to cut pretty deep into that one. But like I said, I cut it a little big, so it ain't gonna matter. See, I barely cut into it, but that blade is like a curve. So, you know, I had to come way back here to cut it through, or pull it back further, then I take a chance of it falling off. Make sure I got my 89. If not, I'm gonna be upset. 89.5, so we're good. Lay it up here, that way it doesn't get broke. Sometimes it's depressing to come up and see how far other people working have made it. But not everybody's as fast as some people, you know. So you just gotta be thankful for what you have and work your butt off to get it done, you know. So we're gonna run that one down. Lock her down here. I think my line's pretty good there. Alright, I'm gonna lock her down and finish up my side cuts and be done. Water on. Amazing, as Jesse Lee said. That boy cuts stone so fast, it's amazing. Guarantee he ain't no beta. Alright, guys. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna pull this one off of here, because I do need to make my long cut this way so that I can separate this and make my cuts this way, so that I'm not cutting into anything. If you've got a lot of room and you don't have to worry about cutting into things, you know, you don't have to really worry about separating too much. But we try to save everything we can, so if you pull them apart, that way you don't cut into all your other stuff, it helps. I'm gonna pull this off, squeegee it, and way I keep myself as dry as possible. Put my template back on here. I'm gonna pull this over. I think all of our carts up front are full, and I'm not gonna bother anybody to come and help me unload this, because to be honest, I don't want to pull them away from what they're doing. When you got a small shop and very few people, you gotta just do as much as you can on your own. And try to do it without screwing up, you know. I'm a little scared to do this like this, to be honest. I'm just gonna pick it up like this. I don't know, I feel a lot more safer doing it like that. For some reason it was scaring me just tilting it off of there, but you know, quartz ain't that heavy compared to granite, so it's not that bad to lift it up like that. Now if my uncle would have just done that, he'd have been like, good Lord, did you see how strong I am by lifting that stone up like that? Look at these daggone muscles. I'm like a pterodactyl on steroids. But so now I got that out of the way, so I'm gonna turn my table back. Dang, I'm just weak. I'm gonna try to turn my table back one way or the other. I'd rather turn it the other way. Hoo-yah! Alright, I'm gonna run this bad boy back down there and make that straight cut. Main thing, you want to make sure you run this saw all the way back to that end before you start spinning the table. I've got several blades over there missing a tooth from where my guys didn't do that. I even did it once, and I gave them one mistake, you know. You can do it once, but after that you're gonna buy the blade. So we haven't had that issue since. But so we got my laser lined up, turned my water back on. Make sure my table brake's on, saw's locked down. Turn it to towards and rock and roll, baby. Raise up a little bit. I think it'll be a little low there. All right, here we go. All right, so we got this one here cut. Just gonna put these two little suction cups on here. Bam, 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 bam. Then I'm just gonna slide this bad boy out. So now I can make my cuts here, here, and then not have to worry about cutting into my other stone. I can make that one there, there, bam. Don't have to worry about it. And see, you got a template here, which that's got an ear there, but it's back there. So, you know, where do you cut it at? It's washer, dryer, flat polish, so probably get away with either way. I think I'm gonna go ahead and roll it down and cut it with the main template. You gotta have your template person make sure they cut all the ears and stuff off, you know. That matters, especially if it's a tight situation like a freestanding range. If you don't have your 30 inches, you got 29 7/8, that son of a gun's not going through. I got a piece of stone in my boot. As you can see, I'm not going all the way up to the 20 because I'm trying to keep that from blowing out where it's so tight. And I think we got her. Back her up. And see that quartz, it'll stay together if you cut a little slither of it off. It's just so strong. About make you a sword out of it. Alright guys, I have got it cut. I didn't time myself. I don't know, about hour and 15 minutes, so hour and a half. I don't know if that's gonna make me like the quick draw on the saw. I'm sure everybody that's worked in a granite shop gonna point out that it's pretty much all straight cuts, but you know how it is. Everybody's always better than everybody else. Everybody's always wanting to see somebody else screw up. But anyway, we got it cut pretty good. I think it turned out all right. I am cool with it. So I'm actually, after I unload these bad boys, I was gonna take it up there to Big G and let him do his amazing computer skills. You can see I've been listening to Jesse a lot on YouTube, so he's been keeping me company while I'm working and fabricating. I think his show is amazing. But anyways guys, you got to try to have a good time while you work. If not, you know, it's just gonna suck. So, you know, it's a lot cooler to be happy when you're working than it is to, it's a lot better to be happy than to be crappy. So better for you, better for everybody around you. And you know, you just, wherever you work, and whether you work for yourself or you work for somebody else, you know, take pride in what you do, you know, work hard. You know, get yourself a reputation. If you have kids, when they get older, if they decide to live in the same place that you live and work now, you know, there's people out there that's gonna say, hey man, your mom or your dad was one hell of a hard worker. Or they're gonna say, hey man, your mom or your dad was lazy as hell and was just there for a paycheck, you know? So you want them, I want my kids to know that I'm a hard worker, try to do the best I can. So, you know, good health's hard to find, and you know, a lot of people point the finger toward the generation and all that, and I don't know what it is. I have a hard time too, so just do it all ourselves if we have to. But anyways, guys, I got it done, got it loaded. Didn't really bother nobody or pull them off of their job. Now I get to go up here and fabricate it and polish it. It's 105 on Saturday. And this bad boy goes out on Monday. So anyways, Mr. Non-Quick Draw on the saw, didn't fall, got it done. Gonna take it up to Gary and then go in the FABS shop and have some fun. So I'll see you alligators later. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. We out. All right, I just thought it'd be funny to show you me giving it to Gary. You get to see the whole process. I don't know if it'll be funny or not, but anyway. Walking up through my hall, we put some templates out here. Hey, if he's got a customer or something in here, I might not aggravate him, but we'll see what is to be. Big G. Big G. Oh, hey, how you doing? Hey, Big G, I got that video finished for you.